I am Sanat Kumar Mohanty, lecturer in biology. Today we will discuss about the first chapter of class 11th or plus 2 science first year. In this topic, the name of the topic is living world. In this topic, we will try to understand the overall concept of living world. The name itself is defining that living the world in our world, whatever the living organisms are found, that is called as living world. In biology itself, we can understand that bio means life, study means, logy means study. So in biology, we are studying about life or living organisms. In biology, we will study only about living organism, not about non-living organism. This is the subject of living organisms, and whatever living organisms are found in our world or earth, those are combinedly called as living world. So according to this chapter, in this chapter we will study some basic idea, some fundamental concept of living world. This means we will study the basic differential criteria between living organism and non-living organism or being. Means living organism और non-living organism भितरे किछिटा important vast difference अछि. There is vast difference between living and non-living. There is no doubt. But what are the very fundamental criteria which are directly differentiating between a living and non-living, that we will try to understand. So these are the fundamental criteria. Before going to this topic, I will give you some basic thing, because we are going to study biology, and first of all I want to tell you how to study biology first. Biology is not a mugging up subject. किछिटा पिलांकर गोटे थॉट्स रहुछि कि बायोलॉजी को घोषी देले ही जीवो, घोषी देले बायोलॉजी हबो नाही. बायोलॉजी गोटे बुझिवा पाठ. सब पाठ को एवरी सब्जेक्ट इज हैविंग इट्स ओन अंडरस्टैंडिंग लेवल और एनालिटिकल लेवल. बायोलॉजी रो मध्य सिमिति गोटे अंडरस्टैंडिंग प्रोसीजर अछि. ताकू पढ़िबा और पढ़ेबार मध्य गोटे ट्रिक्स अछि. टीचर शुड टीच बायोलॉजी प्रॉपर्ली. A student should also teach biology properly. Whatever I have been learning while teaching biology from my seniors and from my teachers, मो टीचर मानंगुठु और सीनियर मानंगुठु जहाँ सीखी आसीची, I have an experience of 15 years of teaching and research experience. एथिरु मु जहाँ सीखी आसीची समस्त को मु गोटे जिनस बुझिली. आई हैव ऑल्सो रियलाइज्ड, मु रियलाइज कली कि घोषिले बायोलॉजी हबनी. जी घोषुची से मूर्ख. दैट इज नॉट करेक्ट प्रोसीजर एट ऑल. मन रखिबा जिनस तो सब सब्जेक्ट रे अछि, बायोलॉजी रे भी अछि. बुझिबा जिनस सब सब्जेक्ट रे अछि, बायोलॉजी रे भी अछि. So, biology, if you go, there are some typical biological terms compared to other science subjects. Other science subject comparison करले biology रे सबू different biological words आसीबो से words रा में definition पढ़ुचे बुझुचे but that particular word रा meaning जानिबा दरकार. A biological word comprises, it is not a single word, it can comprise a prefix, a middle name, a suffix. We will try to understand. हमें start करले पढ़िवाटा आगु को पढ़िवा बहुत किछि biological word, how to understand the meaning of the word. I will teach you according to this pattern. If we teach, if we study according to this pattern, there is not necessarily mugging up to biology. Biology को mug up करिवार कौन सी आवश्यकता रहिबो नाही. So, first we will try to understand the meaning of biological word, the prefix, the suffix, the middle name, ra meaning kona. Then mechanism and process. Every biological concept have a live mechanism, living mechanisms. For example, digestion, for example, photosynthesis, for example, circulation of blood. See, there is having no stability in these biological processes. So, we will try to understand from the starting step to ending step and imagine that. How to imagine? We need to, if we imagine the diagram or chart, then only we can understand the mechanism or procedure. Before going to mechanism and procedure, we will try to understand the meaning of the term or words, not the definition. Definition of meaning भितर कौन फरक हमें आगु को पढ़िवा जानिबा, we will try to understand. So this is actually the proper way to teach and proper way to study for both teacher and student. This is the proper way to study and teach biology. So we need to follow up this rule while studying biology. If we follow this rule while studying biology, then biology will be an interesting subject for all. So I hope all of you will realize whatever I have told you now and will implement in your further +2 career. We will see, we will look into the topic. Biology basically have two branches, two parts. One is botany and zoology. There are various branches. Branches mane kona? Biology is a major topic. Inside it, there are various topics are there. For example, there is one college or institute is found. Within that college, there are various departments. Teaching department, physics department, teaching department भितर physics गोटे, so mathematics, English, Odia, biology, chemistry, lot of departments are there. Non-teaching department, finance department, hostel department, management, marketing department, all these catering department. An institute comprises lot of departments. By having all these departments, an institute can run. Simiti, ame biology पढ़िले, biology रे मध्य सिमिति अलग अलग branches अच्छी. Within that individual branch, we will study some individual topic. So, but biology have majorly two main branch. One is botany, another is zoology. Botany is a word which is derived from a Greek word botany. See, remember one thing, biological words are generally derived from Greek word or Latin word. Why? Because at that time of very ancient ages, the biology was developed, and that time Greek civilization was dominant over the world. What about our Indian civilization? We are tolerant, we are not attacking anyone, we are not dominating anyone. But other than Indian or Indian civilization, rest of all the civilization of world have some dominating attitude. अन्य लोक को डोमिनेट करिवार एटीट्यूड, इंडियन मानकर से डोमिनेटिंग एटीट्यूड नाही. एबे तो सब मिक्स हो गलानी, हाइब्रिड हो गलेनी आमे समझते. बट वी हैव वेरी मच ह्यूमन अप्रोच, ह्यूमैनिटी हम भितर थिला हम सिविलाइजेशन रे. सो बिकॉज ग्रीक सिविलाइजेशन वाज डोमिनेंट एट दैट टाइम, they have put their words in the subject, and from that time onwards, and Aristotle, Theophrastus, these are the Greek philosophers, so they have put a lot of words in that subject, and at that time onwards biology comprises lot of Greek subjects, and that is followed up till now. आज पर्यंत आम ताको फॉलो करुचे. ओके, आउ से किसी हाईफाई लॉजिक नहीं, बट यू आई एम टेलिंग यू वन थिंग. व्हेन आई हैव टोल्ड यू दैट देयर आर बायोलॉजिकल टर्म्स, से बायोलॉजिकल टर्म गुड़ाक माने दोज बायोलॉजिकल टर्म्स आर डिराइव फ्रॉम ग्रीक वर्ड्स और लैटिन वर्ड्स. तार ही हमें मीनिंग दा इंग्लिश रे बुझीबा. व्हाट इज दैट मीनिंग ऑफ ग्रीक वर्ड इन इंग्लिश? ओके, I will tell you, you will understand what I am telling you now. So botany, botany hochi gote Greek word. What is the meaning of botany? Botany means plant. See, with zoology is derived from a Greek word zoon. Zoon means animal. Therefore study of plants is called as botany, study of animals is called as zoology. Simple thing. Now father of biology is Aristotle, father of zoology is Aristotle, father of botany is Theophrastus, who is the student of Aristotle. These are the basic thing we need to understand. Father माने कौन? He has designed the subject. से subject को तैयारी कली, से जन्म करना हंती. See, whatever we are studying about the living organism, and living organisms are found on this existence from a long ages. So how will these people will give birth to this subject? Is it possible? No. Father of a subject means what? They have designed the subject. सेमाने किछि किछि concept को include करके उन subject रो ना देले. Therefore they are called as father. Right. So these Aristotle is the father of biology and zoology, and Theophrastus is the father of botany. Now come to the point here. I was telling you that there are some important characteristics which are actually differentiating between living and non-living organism. Number one is growth. Growth is found in living organism, not found in non-living organism. Then reproduction, found in living organism, not found in living organism. Then metabolism, found in living organism, not found in living organism. Cell and body organization, found in living organisms, not found in non-living organisms. Consciousness and or response to stimuli is found in living organisms but not found in non-living organisms. First, we need to understand what are the meaning of these characteristics. अर्थ बॉडी ए लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स को आमे काहे कि लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म कहिबा? व्हाई वी विल कॉल्ड ए लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म एज लिविंग? बिकॉज ऑफ दिस कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स. Since these characteristics are not found in non-living, therefore they are called as non-living. So what is this, sir? We cannot understand. If we want to understand, we need to understand these words first. What is growth? Growth means increase in size of an existence. Let us take an example. This is also an existence, a matter, ye madhya matter. This is also an existence. If you look into this matter or existence, there is a change in size. This particular matter or existence, if you look this matter before 20 years, it was looking somewhat smaller. Now it is increased in size. But if you look before 20 years, now you are looking into this particular matter, is there any change in size or shape? No. Non-living matter generally cannot increase in size automatically or internally. Yes, if there is any change, there will be some external effort. जदि आम एक्सटर्नाली आ गोटे पेन टाक अठा लगे जोड़ीदबा देन तार साइज बढ़ी जीवो, बट इंटरनली तार किछि चेंजेस हो नाही. सो इफ देर इज एन इंटरनल चेंजेस एंड दैट विल रिजल्ट to increase in size of that particular matter, then that will be called as growth, and that is occurred in living and not occurred in non-living. Then reproduction. See, I will go through the points word by word further, but I am just giving you the brief idea of these words. First, try to understand. Reproduction. You might have studied all these words, but touch to the concept, go through the concept. जो way रे हमें बुझवा. See how during my teaching I will try to give some idea how to imagine biology, how to build an analysis about biology. हमें गोटे word रो definition जान देले, but how to understand that खाली हमें पढ़े देला हबनी. तमे मध्य सीमित ही भाबिबा पड़िबो जिमिति जो वे रे मु तमको बुझौची. That is needed. So reproduction, see the word is defining. Re means repeated, production means repeatedly production होउची. कौन होउची repeatedly production? Word टा बुझिले the definition jiba. It is the mechanism or process by which a particular living organism can produce another living organism of same type, and this mechanism is repeated in generation to generation. This production of living organisms are repeated in generation to generation. Means जेजे बापा को जन्म कले, बापा पुओ को जन्म कले, generation to generation से repeatedly एमिति होउची. तो it is happening in the case of every living organisms. That is called as reproduction. But look into this matter. This is a non-living organism, or look into any non-living organism on this earth. Will they be able to produce another non-living organism of the same type? No, it can degrade and make into two pieces. That can be possible. But this pen is having the capacity to produce another pen? Not at all. This capacity is not found in non-living. So it is the method of reproduction. We will go through the points. Metabolism. Metabolism means the cellular process. See, every living organism have a cell. Cell माने कौन? Fundamental unit of every living organisms. Every living organisms have some particular structure, some particular function. I am a living organism. That mango tree or plant is a living organism. That microorganisms, bacteria is a living organism. That dog is a living organism. See, every living organisms have their structure and some specific function. Therefore, they might have some fundamental unit. सबू मैटर रो एक्जिस्टेंस रे किछि fundamental unit अछि. Then that fundamental unit of every living organism is called as a cell. समस्तंगर सेल अछि and inside that cell से सेल भितर किछि एक्टिविटी चली किछि गोटे ऑटोमेटिक एक्टिविटी चली सी लुक इनटू दैट फैन अच्छी फैन भितर मध्य किछि एक्टिविटी चली बट दैट एक्टिविटी लुक इनटू द वॉच भितर भी किछि एक्टिविटी चली बट those activities are done because of some external effect. If you supply current to fan, electric current, then only that fan will do some activity. If you put some battery into the watch, then only that watch will do some activity. But look into the living organism. Nobody is doing anything externally. Nobody is putting anything externally to the internal part, but it is doing everything automatically. No doubt we are taking lot of things from external world, but our functions are automatically done. It is not done by some external current or battery or anything else. So this is important. So the fundamental unit of living organism is called as a cell, and within that cell some activity or reactions are going on. Those are called as cellular activity or cellular reactions. Those cellular reactions or activity are nothing but called as metabolism only. So metabolisms are found in living organism and not found in non-living organism. Then go to cell or body organization. I told you that every matter on this earth is having some fundamental unit. Every matter, whether it is non-living or living, living ho ki non-living ho, every matter a earth re समस्त is fundamental basic element अछि. That is called as atom. Atom is the basic element of every existential matter. But non-living ro to fundamental element atom, living ro bhi fundamental element atom. But what is the difference between the fundamental elements of living and non-living? Atom is no doubt the composition of living and non-living both, but the atoms and molecules are combined together to make a complex unit that is called as a cell in living organisms. Remember this thing. See, cell re jaha bhi kichi achi tame padithiba cell visayare, cell membrane, cell organelles, nucleus, all these things, those things are those things are composed of atoms and molecules only. हमें पढ़िबा आगु को गोटे चैप्टर अछि that is called as biomolecules, cell विषय मध्ये पढ़िबा, then we will study details. See, in this chapter we will study the overall idea of living world, the basic idea. Okay, so when we will go into the syllabus, we will study every topic in details one by one. Here, so cell is the fundamental structural and functional unit of living organisms. सी ता भितर जहाँ भी किसी एक्टिविटी चलुची, एक्टिविटी कौन? Activity either constructive होगा ना destructive activity. Activity are majorly two types on this world, either constructive or destructive. There is no other activity. सिमिति living cell भितरे जहाँ भी किसी cellular activity चलीची, metabolism चलीची, either synthesis होची or degradation होची. That synthesis is called as anabolism. The degradation is called as catabolism. What do you mean by that? For example, this is an molecule, organic molecule, which is found within cell. The cell bhitere achi. For example, this is an organic molecule, or this is a molecule which is found within the cell. So it can be degraded to do some activity, or it can be combined with another molecule to form a complex molecule. Look into this. A combination hala, bole synthesis hala to form a complex. So simpler molecule synthesize together, undergoes anabolism to form complex molecule. Complex molecule degrade each other to form simpler molecule. एमिति ही होची activity गुड़ाक. These are called as metabolism. I am पढ़िबा आगु को. See, I am telling you the brief of the things. I will teach you all these things, detail word by word, point by point. Then come to consciousness or response to stimuli. Consciousness normally आमे कहूचे कि सचेतनता ओडिया रे कहउचंदी. Consciousness माने somebody is conscious, you are conscious, माने you are alert, you are responding something. I am a living organism. If somebody will call me, then I will respond. If somebody will touch me, I will respond. If hot summer is there, I will respond. If there is a rainy climate, I will respond. If raining is there, I will not go and stand on that raining weather. No, I will search some shelter. ମୁଁ କିଛି ଗୋଟେ ଆଶ୍ରୟସ୍ଥଳୀ ଖୋଜିବି. I will find some shelter and then I will go and there take some rest. If heavy summer is there, I will not go outside. I will respond. My body is responding to that. Hot, cold, rain, external touch, external sound. So because I am a living organism, I have some consciousness. Human beings are highest level of consciousness. Therefore they can respond each and every stimuli. Stimuli माने reactions. Action रो reaction अच्छी. तो every action जहाँ भी हम ऊपर हबो आमे ताकु react करिवा. तो external stimuli, response to stimuli means what? किछि गोटे action हला, then we can react to that. Either positively or negatively, that depends. Not mentally, physically also. If somebody touch, what is the response? We will see who has touched. Our eye will see. Our mind will think who has touched us. Like that response. So this is an example of human being. Look into any other animal. They have their own type of response. Look into the plant. If we destroy the branches of plant will die. If we tear, the leaves of the plant, then that will not grow properly. So every living organism have some consciousness. But look into this pen, look into this paperweight. If you do something, no doubt they will degrade, but they cannot change anything else. This will not be small, this will not be. If you move it, whatever force put on this, that much only it can move. More than that it cannot move. जेतिकी आमे फोर्स पकेवा सेतिकी ही से मूव करिवो, ताठु अधिक आ मूव करि परिवो नाही. ओके, आकु सिमिति एक्सटर्नल स्टिमुली को नॉन लिविंग एते मात्रा रेस्पोंड करूनी, रिएक्ट करूनी, but living रो lot of reactions अछि. Every living, microorganisms, bacteria, fungi, animal, plant, every living organism can respond to these environmental changes or external stimuli. That is called as consciousness. Heavy khara habo, heavy varsa habo, heavy sita habo, heavy rain, heavy heavy cold, heavy hot summer. All these external effect will not much affect to this stone or paperweight, will not affect to water, will not affect to soil much. But and they will not react also. Whatever effect put, they accept it. But we as living organism can react, can respond because of our consciousness. So these are some important characteristics, features of which are actually differentiating between living and non-living. I hope you understood. Now I will go through points whatever I have given in my notes. So go through that points and we will try to understand more. So we will go through the points of the notes. Non-living things do not have life, while all living things have life. We have studied that all living things possesses some unique characteristics that make them different from non-living. That also we have studied. See, I am going through the points of the notes so that it will be easy for every student to understand. That is why I have put this type of videos. So ସେଇଠି ଆମେ white board रे यूज करूଛୁ ओवरऑल जिनसटा बुझिबा पई एठी हमें पॉइंट वाइज पॉइंट मु एलाबोरेट करिवि. दैट विल बी इजी फॉर यू एंड दिस विल बी कंटिन्यूड फॉर एवरी चैप्टर. I will be using mostly the smart screen here, and I will go through the notes points one by one, bit by bit, so that it will be very easy for your understanding. Whenever I need whiteboard explanation, I will go through that also. So what is happening here? Characteristics. See, these are we have discussed what are the important characteristics features. What are the important characteristics features of living organisms? Growth, reproduction, ability to sense environment, that is response to external stimuli that I have told you, and mount a suitable response are some unique features of living organism. Along with this we have discussed metabolism was also there, self-replicate, self-organize, interact. Self-replicate means what? If there is some damage, there is some damage in any living organism's body, it can repair. Replicate means form a duplicate copy. So it can repair some cell. आमर आमे सेल रु ही सेल डेवलप होची, आउ कोड तो सेल डेवलप होनी. We have a growth, we have number of cell, but once upon a time we were smaller in size. आमर size small थिला, आमे बढ़िले तो सेटे कोन सेल्फ रेप्लिकेटिंग पावर आसिला. Our cell is having some self replicating power to produce more cells. Okay, self organize. If there is some disturbance in any living body cell or living body, there is an capacity or ability to organize itself, to repair itself. आम भितर जदि कौन मु ह्यूमन रो एग्जांपल दोची कहीं तुम बुझिया को इजी लागिवो. ह्यूमन रो एग्जांपल देला तुमको सब बळे बुझिया को इजी लागिवो, बट इट इज क्वाइट सिमिलर टू एवरी लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म. जदि आमर कौन डिफेक्ट आसला बॉडी रे, सब बळे आमे तो मेडिसिन खाउने, से डिफेक्टटा मध्य किछि समय भितर से सेटराइट हो जाउची. बॉडी भितर किछि गोटे पेट काटिला, किछि गोटे एनी माइनर डिफेक्ट, मेजर डिफेक्ट ले आमे किछि गोटे एक्सटर्नल इनपुट नौचे, तले माइनर डिफेक्ट तो ऑटोमेटिकली ठीक हो जाउची. आज हालिया लागुची, टिके रेस्ट नहीं गले भल लागिला. कौन एवरीथिंग टायर्ड लागुची, टिके फीवर होईची, टिके रेस्ट नेले भल हो जाउची. So there is an self-organizing system in every living organism, but it is not found in non-living. And emergence are some other characteristics of living. माने self-organize, interact and emergence. Emergence माने किछुडे emerge out ही बाहरिबा. हम बॉडी भितरु किछ ना किछ ओडे डेवलप होइता होची. चुटी नथिला चुटी होउची, बुझिला ना. छोट पिलांकर दांत नथाउची, दांत बाहरुची, तो एमर्ज ही बाहरुची. ए सब जिंस गुडा को लिविंग. तो एडी लेखा है छोड़ ओवरऑल जिंस, बट इंपोर्टेंट कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स आर ग्रोथ, रिप्रोडक्शन, मेटाबॉलिज्म, सेल एंड बॉडी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, कॉन्शसनेस और रेस्पॉन्स टू एक्सटर्नल स्टिमुली. दीज आर मोस्ट इंपोर्टेंट थिंग्स. See, now we will go through growth. What is growth? All organisms, unicellular or multicellular, exhibit growth. समस्ते growth को exhibit करते समस्त मित्र growth अच्छी. It is permanent increase in cell number, means थारे यदि growth हैला वाले सी आउ decrease हबनी. Okay, मु कहली कि growth means what? Increase in cell number. While getting birth, during our birth, आमे जन्म हला पर कौन हला आमर साइज जेतिक थिला, डे बाय डे, year by year, our size increases, body size increases, mass increases. What does it mean? The number of cell increases. So cell number increases. Similarly, plant re be same thing, other organism, other animal re be same thing. Growth means increase in number of cells. और increase in cell size, जिम्मे microorganism हो कि unicellular organism हो जिन bacteria is a unicellular organism. So all these things we will study in our next chapter. Hello, what is unicellular, what is multicellular, what is prokaryote, what is eukaryote, what is bacteria, what is fungus, all these things we will discuss in our next chapter. So here different type of organisms, if they are multicellular they will increase in number, if they are unicellular they will increase in size of cell and size of organism. That is what is cell or organism. Growth involve cell division. I told you one cell will produce two cell will produce four cell will produce 8 cell. You might have studied in your schooling that in cell division mitosis occurs. Mitosis means one cell, there is a multiplication of a cell. So cell division occurs. Dead organisms do not grow. If the living organism is dead, they cannot grow. But look into non-living. Will they die? They never live. So how will they die? जो नॉन लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म के तो लाइव ही नथिला तो डेथ कौन हबो? डेथ कहार होची जे लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म. द ऑर्गेनिज्म व्हिच हैव लाइफ दैट ओनली कैन डेथ. तो आफ्टर डेथ दे कैन नॉट ग्रो. प्लांट ग्रो फास्टर एंड कंटिन्यूअसली थ्रू आउट देयर लाइफ. प्लांट रो ग्रोथ बहुत फास्ट होची. छोटो प्लांट रो होची केते बड़ प्लांट हे जाउची. बट एनिमल ग्रोथ स्लोली होची कंपेयर्ड टू प्लांट्स. ग्रोथ होची बट स्लोली होची. and up to a certain age, animal गोटे certain age पर्यंत growth, plant मध्ये गोटे certain age पर्यंत growth करूची, but तार life span रे, in the life span of a plant it can grow up to maximum age पर्यंत plant तार growth रखुची. After reaching a certain size age, animal stop growing. गोटे particular आमर जिमिति कि human for example, look into human. After 25-30 years, no human being can increase in his size or height. मोटा होचंदी, मोटा हेबाटा cell रो number increase हेबा सहित समान हो. If somebody have become माने fatty, if some human have become fatty in the age of 40, in the age of 50, they can also become thin, they can also become thick. Okay, तो मोटा पतला हेबा रे सेल रो नंबर इंक्रीज हुए कि डिक्रीज हुए. दैट इज इंक्रीज इन द कंटेंट ऑफ फैट इन आवर बॉडी और सेल रे फैट रो कंटेंट बढ़ी गले मोटा हो जाती, कंटेंट कमी गले पतला है. दैट इज नॉट रिलेटेड टू इंक्रीज इन सेल नंबर. इंक्रीज इन सेल नंबर डायरेक्टली रिलेटेड टू ग्रोथ. ओके, that is through mitosis. आमे पढ़िबा आगु को what is mitosis, what is meiosis, that we will study further. So that is happening up to a particular age. Okay, some non-living objects like mountain, buildings, mountain, stone, sand mounds, बाली गदा ही थिबो माउंटेन मन पहाड़ पर्वत एडा exhibit an increase in size. सेगुड़ा मध्य size रे increase हुए, but that is happening externally, not internally. But in the living organism, see, in size they also show growth, but that kind of growth exhibit by non-living objects by the accumulation of material on the surface. Means what? Accumulation of material on the surface means externally. Okay. Non-living ର size increase internally होनी, externally होची. Therefore, that is actually not the condition of growth. तांकर growth होची, but that is not actually the logic of growth. But living organism growth is from inside, within, automatically. No external effect is responsible for the growth of living organism. Living organism is having its own capacity to grow. Therefore, growth cannot be an inclusive defining property of living. Growth ta sethipai gote very important criteria helani boli कहउछन, but still growth is considered an criteria. Then we will go to the reproduction. Reproduction is the ability of an organism to produce progeny. What do you mean by progeny? Progeny means your next generation or previous generation. So whatever progeny can. So if a father will reproduce a son, that is called as reproduction. Son will reproduce his son, then it is called as reproduction. So I told you a particular living organism can produce another living organism of same type. That is called as reproduction. So the ability of an organism to produce progeny, vanshadhara, next generation, more or less similar to itself, more or less similar. Exactly the carbon copy होना देखिए, father और son भितरे किसी similarity रहुची, is called as reproduction. Two main mode of reproduction found in organisms are asexual or sexual. Sexual means what? Two different organisms are responsible to produce a living organism. Two different living organism, two different gender ho, two different sex ho, male or female thibo. The two different cell ro fusion hela, male gamete, female gamete, fuse together to form zygote. That is called as sexual reproduction. But asexual reproduction means only one cell or one living organism is responsible to produce another living organism. Asexual reproduction. In the case of bacteria, bacteria re male bacteria, female bacteria boli kichi nahi. There is no male and female bacteria. One bacteria is responsible to produce another bacteria. But look into animal, look into plants, look into human. Two human, one male and one female is responsible to produce a child. Look into plants. Plant is having flowers. There are different type of plants are there. I am talking about flowering plants. Those which are not having flowering flowers, they cannot do sexual reproduction. Only flowering plants mostly do sexual reproduction. So, we will study so details we will study in our next chapters. So, what is happening? Flower is the reproductive organ of a plant. Flower contain both male and female part. Therefore, plants are called as bisexual. Generally, plants are called as bisexual. But animals are unisexual. Means one animal have one gender, either male or female. Okay. So see, plants flower is generally bisexual. So both two sexes are responsible to produce a seed. After fertilization, after sexual reproduction, they will produce seed, and that seed will be responsible to produce complete plant. So sexual reproduction can be occurred in plants. It can also be occurred in animals. In unicellular organisms, growth is synonymous with reproduction. Mane unicellular organism re jetro sankhya growth means what? Increase in number of cell. If organism is having one cell, then if it increase its number of cell, it will produce more unicellular organisms. माने जदि बैक्टीरिया यूनिसेलुलर गोटे सेल अच्छी हेले तार जदि ग्रोथ हैला माने सी गोटे रु आउ दीटा सेल तैयारी करिवो सो आउ जो दीटा सेल तैयारी कला दोज न्यू सेल्स आर न्यू बैक्टीरिया सो हियर रिप्रोडक्शन ऑफ ग्रोथ इज सिनोनिमस माने ऑलमोस्ट सिमिलर बोली कहउछन सम organisms like mule sterile worker bee means insects small insects infertile human couple माने human couple human husband wife के जण infertile रोचन जार की sexual reproduction ही हे पारुनी जे माने छुआ जन्म करि पाना they cannot reproduce सेटा तो exceptional case those are different things those are exceptional case एबे sterile worker bee माने महुमाछी honey bee sterile थाउचंदी माने they also sterile means cannot reproduce sterility माने cannot reproduce so they also cannot reproduce so the mule so one insect they also cannot reproduce so these are exceptional case these are not the general case therefore reproduction cannot be an inclusive definition defining characteristics of living organism inclusive माने कोन not only but लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म रो नॉट ओनली डिफाइनिंग कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स अर्थ मु कौन कहली दीज आर द बेसिक कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स बट नॉट द इंक्लूड एक्स्ट्राऑर्डिनरी कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स नुह ओके बिकॉज को लिविंग ऑर्गन रिप्रोडक्शन ना करि परनाहंती जिमिति कहले किछिटा पुरुष और स्त्री अछंती मेल और फीमेल ह्यूमन अछंती दे कैन नॉट रिप्रोड्यूस सो विल नॉट बी दे कॉल्ड एज लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स they also can be but these are the characteristics which are actually differentiating between living and non living living organism विषय जेतला हमें पढ़िबा तो स्टार्ट कले living organism विषय पढ़िबाटा बायोलॉजी रे हमें देखिबा आगो को डिफरेंट टॉपिक्स अछि in those different topics we will discuss various detailed characteristics of various living organisms बहुत किसी characteristics अच्छी which are actually defining living organism perfectly so these are the overall characteristics then come to metabolism we will discuss about metabolism and rest of the topic in our next class thank you